I'm almost and on the way to concluding my speech. Actually, the main matter is that education, if we see in the realize in the globally that the achievers and the successful persons are out from the university. That means the institutional education. Whenever it is the Albert Einstein or whatever the great scientist, actually, the main motive of the education is like that for the welfare of the well-being of the countries. And that time education system was very much productive, so that we can follow, we are now following on that way with changing the main motive and systematically policy matters. We are now ongoing to a modern, we are now ongoing to practice a modern education system. But the main thing is that the classrooms, that the ancient period or the past period, we have seen a board and a marker. Right now we are facing the wonderful AC classrooms, the gallery room classrooms, also the projector, whatever it is, but it is not effective if we not, all the institution will not be covered right this way. That's why the educational opportunities and the perspectives matter of this wonderful agenda. That means the SDG 4, I also quality educations, along with the women and the youths, is very much concerned right now, because the Afghanistan's people's the women are now facing these barriers. So this is a huge learning from us. That means the South Asian countries and overall. And in this modern area, this is not acceptable that their government, that there is no government in Afghanistan. So that's why I'm not talking far more about like that. You all are very much educated and know what is now ongoing then. And we are now united. That means the Pakistan and Bangladeshi youths. So this is our main responsibility that's in our country, that should not be repeatedly to following the previous experience like the Afghanistan or like other refugees. So in this global mandate, we are appreciating the UNESCO and United Nations, the motive of International Day of Education. And one day, obviously, we can say as of the rich countries like the Pakistan or the Bangladesh, and I mean in the neighbors of the South Asian countries, to be a role model to be follow to the others. And I hope so. We are now on going the right track. There is a lots of achievements in both countries, and we are rightly highly appreciate all of this. So I really thankful for the Youth Development Forum, Muswatan, Mr. President, and the guests and the youths who have joined from around the world, from Pakistan and also the Bangladesh. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sarkar. It was nice hearing you. If you people are having questions, please unmute yourselves and ask the questions directly from the speakers.
I think before moving toward question, I would like to just give my few remarks that what we discussed today, and few of the common things that Sarkar also mentioned. And it was about the, I mean, he mentioned about the labor, that definitely Pakistan, Bangladesh, and India are those countries who are providing only labors to the Middle East and other European countries. So we are unfortunately lacking the skilled labor, and also our people are not getting what I mentioned, the quality education, the skillful education. So this is the thing that we all have common, and we have to see how we can make it on a right track, because we are young people and we are at least trying to do something, and this will definitely take a long time to go, but again, this can be achievable. I mean, I can say nothing is impossible. Even we are doing it. It may take some time, but our governments, if they thought and they can collaborate with each other, with other governments, with other institutions. But the point is that what we have seen. I don't know much about what is the policy of the government of Bangladesh towards education. But as far as Pakistan is concerned, I mean, unfortunately, we are less focused on education. We are busy in other things rather than investing on our young people or investing on education system. So this is, I think, a drawback in our policies, and we have to look into it. So we can, I mean, before moving toward question, I would like to ask from Miss Julie as well, that she mentioned about her children, that if they are having a boring class, so why, I mean, what are the reasons and what to adopt? Because I mean, they are getting good education. We were basically, you know, talking about quality education. So how, I mean, Miss Yuli, if you can please remark on that, that how, I mean, institutions or teachers, I mean, what kind of strategies teacher can adopt or institution to, you know, that is good for the children or the students. What did you suggest?
Yes, I mentioned, thank you. I mentioned already the necessity to organize collaboration experience where people can really test their power on solving some of our most complex issues and really have this feeling that they belong to one society and that they can contribute from wherever they sit. But when I say my children thought that their days were boring, what I want to say is that we lack sometimes enough diversity in the activities to make the most, you know, of the learning experience. Because as my children sometimes feel they get bored, what is the reaction, let's say, of the teachers when they identify this? And it's quite recurrent, I would say. They give more work to do. So they fill the days even more of my children. They keep them busy. And it's a bit the culture we have in our society that really values more what I call the male energies compared to the feminine energies. That instead of, you know, teaching children to contemplate, to appreciate the moment, to learn to find beauty in everything around, we tend to fill them, you know, to make sure that there's no void. And I think it's a wrong strategy. It's a wrong strategy because it creates that busyness. You know, we need constantly, you know, these distractions to never fill the void within us. And I think teachers would enjoy much more days that are less busy and more, you know, collaborative, in the contemplation of beauty, of nature, of, you know, learning from nature how we can be better humans as well, because it's when we take distance from nature that we adopt behaviors that just don't make sense. So I think it's very important that we replicate more what nature can really teach us on, you know, how can we be more wise as human beings. And I hope that step by step, this is what we will do as a society, to come back to nature and learn from it. It's key lessons, the laws of nature.
Yeah, thank you so much.